protesting with the angel wings on his cup. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm an American citizen. I got the right to do that. As long as I'm not hurting somebody or exposing myself or anything else, I can stand out there with 24 pair of wings on if I want to. You know what I mean?
Well, I've tried to be mean in the past, like when Mike DeWine was running for governor or whatever.
Yeah.
I had a sign saying Mike DeWine mental illness problem. And what those were about is on my website. I got a letter back from him, me complaining about the mental health issues and all that. And him basically saying, well, you know, I don't have the power to really help with doing anything. Like, he just didn't understand and care.
Yeah.
So I say I'm claiming he had a mental illness problem because he's out of touch with the mental illness problem.
Right.
So it was a play on words in a way, but it's true.
I understand.
And of course, it got his campaign people upset when they saw me, because I went downtown when he showed up and had the picket sign. The first like, oh my God, you know.
See, that's one of the stuff we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Because you see how they took it was different from the way of your that play on words.
Well, we try to get attention.
Yeah, right. And it's like, okay.
Well, I mean, I kind of meant to upset him, but it was to draw people.
I know.
Well, I decided that it ain't even worth fighting it that way, to just go strictly to compassion. Because that's why, because really the people who are not good people don't care anyhow. And the compassion, and when I was picking like this, more people talked to me than ever. They were coming and saying how good it was, what I was doing, whatever. I was surprised. There were like 10 times more people interested in me.
You're a remarkable person.
You know, well, learning how to do stuff or work, it takes time, because I was basically given all the bad ideas in this JC's group, you know, and having them learn it, because, well, there it was just trying to defend myself.
I know, in talking with you, you're a remarkable
person.
person.
At least, and that's the thing with the Asperger's syndrome, apparently, because what really is hardwired personality has nothing to do with all these issues. It's simply a matter, I mean, the only thing that might be a problem is the fear, because fear is, when you're traumatized, you can't just put it, I mean, you can change that fear somewhat, get over it slowly by learning to confront it. It just doesn't go away, and I think it's still going to be an issue for me. Yeah. But knowing it's an issue is a positive thing. I mean, I'm still afraid of going to court, because I still might break down and cry or something. I mean, I might not be able to help it, because there's that part of me that's so sad.
If you, and
may even be good
at about that, too, before you go to court, about self-calming stuff and everything else, because I tell you what, if you get into court,
you get worked up, or even shut everything out, even, that's the worst.
Yeah, right. Be too emotional or not emotional at all. You got to find this.
Right, that's the thing. It's good.
But we'll talk about those things, and we'll go through some self-calming skills and stuff. Because if you can go into court and present yourself the way you did today, it's remarkable. And I'm glad I didn't come over with assumptions, because they would have been shot down.
The sad thing is I've been learning how to think this way because of things I've been finding out. It's almost like there's this one movie, Last Unicorn. This is more of a kid's movie. Yeah. The idea where there's the rich put a fake unicorn horn on a real unicorn, because real people wouldn't see the real unicorn. And it's almost like that idea. Sometimes you got to fake something that's real, that's hard to show people, not because you're really faking it truly, but because you're trying to get them to see what's really there.
Right.
Like putting a fake horn on a real unicorn because people don't see it.
And we're also going to talk about what they're going to try to do to you in court.
Well, they're
going to try their darndest to get you emotionally upset and everything else, so that they can show what a crazy person you are.
Because they've done it. Even what happened with the police may have been a good thing. It's one of my biggest fears.
However, it's a little bit different from the police being able to do that to sitting in a courtroom where there's going to be people around.
Well, one of the things that scared me the worst, like when the FBI was here, was the idea of going to jail. Having done it, I hate to say I don't want to go to jail.
Well, I can't understand. You didn't threaten a public official.
No.
How could the FBI possibly get involved?
Because basically they want me to shut up about it. See, that's the real issue, is people don't want me to...
Yeah, but how, I don't see how it would fit into their jurisdictional duties even to...
Well, it comes right down to it. I think what they did was really criminal act.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, and this is a problem I've had, I haven't talked to Dan Foote, Congressman Marcy Pepper's aide yet, but how do you get a criminal prosecution going against an FBI agent? They're the ones they're supposed to investigate.
There has to be some way, though.
Well, and I complained to Dan Foote already about it. He told me to write it all up, and I haven't actually done it yet, because it got to be so emotional, I wasn't sure.
I would think about that seriously, because, okay, not just for yourself, but look at the general public.
Right.
That once people start getting away with that, then anybody at all is in danger of having people like that overstep their bounds.
Right. My roommate was a witness the whole time. She remembers more threats than anything, because of course they're going to. And now, and the biggest thing is when I try to stand up for myself, that's when he starts threatening to arrest me. And that's the thing, I think, where you cross the line and do potential...
And it's that arrogance that should never be.
Even though you shouldn't talk about being on a mission from God or whatever, I secretly think that I am, just to stand up for the people like me and people in awareness, because nobody else will do it. Because as far as people like me...
And if people like you don't confront things like that, then it gets worse, and they do it to everybody. And
it is getting worse.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's no...
You know, the sad thing is I watched the VA tech killer and what he was doing. I'm not sure that he had the same condition, but I could see that he was being motivated by fears he had built up that everybody was against him. Mm-hmm. And anger was his way to deal with it. So instead of compassion, like is my primary method, he chose the dark side, so to speak, and that's why I believe he did what he did, and why he thought good would come of it, which of course it didn't. So I think in some ways I feel a lot of connection with him, not as far as wanting to kill people, but the suffering part. And I don't think people, and the trouble is...
the part about having to react to
what's going on.
And not
finding the right help.
Not feeling like
anybody can
you're
help
being
you.
listened to or anything else.
Right.
You know, it's like, hey, I gotta get it.
All right.
Michael,
okay.
I'll see you on Tuesday. Michelle?
She ran out to the restroom.
Michelle, nice meeting you. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Okay.
All right.
We just have a curtain in the bathroom because wheelchairs that can't have a door.
All right. Hey, it was a real pleasure meeting you today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend.
All right, I sure will. And you take it easy too.
Okay. Yeah, well.
If I were you, it might be good crap. Might be something good to do to get involved in. Just letter to Marcy's administrative person.
Yeah. I should. Well, in Ohio, there's 2 years that you could do the criminal things. I think happen. There's a 2-year limit. So.
When did this visit by the FBI guy take place?
Last fall. But he had previously visited me last spring. But what happens? I wrote some letters to the FBI about what happened, and that aggravated him. When he came back, he says, "Don't write the letters." Because nobody was replying, so I wrote to a letter.
So it's, oh man. So it's that self-justification. They do something, then they justify abusing even more.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll talk later.
Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
The only one that they could justify that is Secret Service, because any threat to the president, they have the right to. But that's why I've never written to the president.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, because then they could probably be just screwed then. So, have a good day.